Hello everyone, Sushdan here. I decided to do a review about Equestria Girls Spring Breakdown. I first actually noticed about this about a year ago. Well, around December actually. That is going to be another sort of 1 hour long special of the Equestria Girls. I was so intrigued. I was so triggered to know more and even want to see this particular movie ever since the information came out. I was so eager, and I had to say, it was actually worth the wait. Even if the other Equestria Girls movies has been out, this one were a little bit more different because if you had to notice in the first movies, the only we had Twilight was the actual Twilight. But in this actually took another step outside the community, this continuity of the movie itself. I mean, there is so much detail used in this movie, especially they are on the spring break, and that Twilight or Side Y matched together enough for them to go on this, well, kind of a spring break vacation. And I have to say, at least for what I am understanding, it is this just is amazing work. Even all the scenes, all this, I don't know how to say, explain it, except all of this has actually been very much intriguing story. But the more of this, the more the people speaks about this particular long, different specials, or actually, it is, even if they had made some other spring breaks, other specials over the past few years, all from, example, sorry, I have to find out more than, like, the best kids, the roller coaster of friendship, forgotten friendship, and so many others. But this one is actually has very intriguing parts, especially when the high school classmates are on some luxury cruise liner, and that and everyone is thankful to the Twilight has been organized it. And but just one thing that I actually didn't know, that Applejack's reaction, because in this particular special I didn't expect Applejack to be seasick. I mean, that really surprised me. Because if we had the scene in the in the season 7 of My Opponent, or was it season 8? I think it was season 8, where Pinky, Rarity, and Applejack was going to be on this cruise. But all the time there, Applejack didn't seem to be seasick at all. So how was that even possible? I mean, how does it make sense? The human counterpart, she is seasick, but the poly counterpart, not so much. But otherwise, even the all singing the new song, all good. But there's other things that actually something very impressive. Seeing that this suddenly bad storm appeared in the middle of nowhere, and just Rainbow, she's seeing something in the ocean, some sort of strange symbol. But when she's trying to get the others, it is gone. It seems that no one of her friends believes her that something is going on. Even if the storm has somehow causing a power surge disables the ship's engines. And she believes that there's some evil magic behind this. But everyone doesn't want to believe her because they will think that she's going to be sinking, creating a cruise-wide panic. And even though this ship is stuck in the middle of nowhere without power, and that Rainbow is the only one who believes that there's some sort of dark magic behind this. Her friends just refuse to help her to find the source, even if they try to make the calm on board. But then they realize something else. The storm is just getting worse. And I can understand it from the point of view from Rainbow. She wants to help the others to realize there is something going on because the storm doesn't even appear that fast. It is something was very fishy. Sorry for the bad pun there, but still, Rainbow actually got tired of what happened. For the past two movies that we have been seeing, that Equestrian magic has been actually entered to the human world. And now it seems that the range of this magic is global wide. But how much the definition of that is unknown. But until Sunset and Twilight discovers that one of the lifeboats are missing. It turns out Rainbow has been using this lifeboat to go to an island in the which were actually in a short distance from the boat itself. Rainbow was still trying to find this cause, believe that the storm was caused by equestrian magic. Even if the Twilight and Sunset took another boat to go to find her and try to bring her back. But after they tried to find her, and she was right, there was some equestrian magic on the island. But they did exactly what caused it, only to find out they found another portal from the human world into Equestria. The only other portal we know for sure exists is the mirror that we're now standing in Twilight's castle. And they also question how many more portals could be out there leading to Equestria. But the funniest part in that particular scene, seeing that both Sunset with Twilight and Rainbow end up in Equestria. But there was this one seeing the Sideway reacting to be as a pony, and she's freaking out literally. But after we calm down, she believes that now she has an opportunity to study some of the physical laws that differently from in Equestria. But seeing that they found another portal to Equestria, it was actually a little bit different. And see how Rainbow acting as a pony, she was a little bit first a bit unused to be part as a pony. But otherwise from that, it was very surprising to see how well later Sideway managed to come down and get used to be as a pony. But there is, not surprising to see that she is a regular unicorn, not as an alicorn. Because she hasn't been done any princess-worthy deeds to be earned as an alicorn. Because she recently become part of the main 6 or the main 7 in the friendship games. So otherwise from that, it is perfectly understanding. But to see her wearing glasses, that actually did surprise me. I know that she wore glasses as a human, but as a pony, that one I'm not surprised to see as. Well, but otherwise seeing them with Rainbow the sunset sneaking throughout my little Ponyville and try to not draw any attention or run into Rainbow's pony counterpart until they reached the Castle of Friendship. After that, they actually spent some time with Twilight, the pony Twilight, talking of all kinds of things. And then she shows them, after she, even the time, she mentioned the time when the main six defeated the Storm King and sealed his powers away in the staff he used. But then, Rainbow recognized the symbol of the staff of the Storm King. And that is what happened. And then Sunset, Twilight, and Rainbow went back to human world with the staff to seal off the magic inside the staff. But then after that they bring back to the main seven in the human world. Even the other guests on board on the cruise got even more panicked now the ship continues to sink, and the light bulbs are to be destroyed by the lightning. So after not being on board part of this on the island, the sea first mostly Fluttershy provides all the petting zoo animals with life jackets. Meanwhile, that rush Rainbow takes them to safety, and that Sunset reunites a scared little girl with her mother. But the most of that, now just stuck on the island, without any way back home. How would they bring back home except that Sunset had an idea? It might sound strange, but she actually took all of them back to Equestria through the mirror, which would end up in Cantrell City. So, what do I think about this particular 1 hour special of the Equestria Girls Spring Breakdown? Well, let's say it was very, very amusing. But it was just one part that was just so freaking funny. It was actually the parrot who lived on the island. I mean, when that parrot, it was freaking hilarious. I mean, wow. It was so freaking amazing. Well, one other one. That is all I'm saying in this review about. I say this one was very good one, and I will give it as a A+ rating. And if anyone has your own opinion about this particular 1 hour special of Crazy Girls, let me know in the comment section below. And as always, this is Switch Double, over and out.